So last time we were talking about the goddess and the so-called Golden Age, which lasted a few thousand years. But then came the day that this fierce tribe appeared out of the north. Now this tribe had a different deity, a god of anger and fury, who lived somewhere there up in the clouds and not down here on the planet where the goddess had her home. And this tribe saw that the lands of the goddess were rich and bountiful, and they wanted them. So with fire and with sword they took them, and they burned down her temples and they murdered her priestesses, and the voice of the goddess grew quieter throughout the lands. My name is Lilith. I used to live in this really nice garden with my old friend Adam, and we talked with the birds and the bees, and we were at one with all creation, and I ate apples, was a friend of the snakes, and the mother goddess ruled over everything, and we were all very happy. And then one day, because sooner or later all good things have to come to an end, this Olympian bully boy named Jehovah throws the mother goddess off her throne, comes to me and says, "I'm a man and he's a man," pointing to my old friend Adam. As if I hadn't noticed. "And you've got to stop eating apples and obey him." Well, naturally, I told Jehovah what he could do with himself, so he throws me out of the garden and I'm wandering the planet for centuries. So now they need a new woman. Because even a god can't have babies, much as he'd like to, Jehovah takes the rib from Adam's body, or the ego trip has so gone to the poor boy's head that he lets him. And they make Eve. The poor girl. She never had a brain in her body. There was nothing wrong with eating the apple, but why did she share it with Adam? Apples never agreed with him. And the next thing, they're both out of the garden and wandering the planet for centuries and giving each other a really hard time. And a long time is passing. And because sooner or later even a god has to die, Jehovah tries to train this young lad Jesus into taking over his power. But the poor boy's heart was never into it. And 3 years after he started, he gets bumped off, and the whole place is being run by this religious mafiosi who don't tell anybody their God is dead. But a big change is coming. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my spirit. I feel it out here on the planet where I've been wandering for centuries. And I tell you, a new power has got onto the throne. And I have come back into the garden. And I'm eating plenty of apples.